Yeah. So yesterday we discussed in demo class what is ServiceNow, why we need to use it, and history of that. Okay, so how many modules are there, versions, so all these things which we discussed yesterday, right? And then we discussed about like an instance as well. So we are going to work in a ServiceNow instance. I told you that, right? So today we are going to cover the first class, which we are going to cover how to create ServiceNow account and requesting instance. Okay, so this is what which we will do today. Okay, even you people need to do this along with me or maybe after some time as well by checking on like in video. It's very easy, simple steps to get a ServiceNow instance. Okay, so the first thing is like a ServiceNow account is nothing but we are going to use this URL developer.servicenow.com. Here you go. Okay, so this developer.servicenow.com which we are going to utilize it. Okay, so let me keep this in the chat box. Okay, so I have pasted in the chat box as well. So this is the one. So open your Google Chrome or anything. Okay, just go on like in developer.servicenow.com. You'll get this page. Okay, so here we just need to register or else which we just need to create an account for with your Gmail ID. Okay, after creating that, we are going to request an instance. Just like in few steps which we just need to follow, then we will get an instance with our name. As we discussed, we are not going to install or download anything from like in cloud or anywhere else. Just one URL is enough to work with the service now, right? So that's how which we are going to start. Okay, so just let's start with like in these steps now. So to create a ServiceNow account, so I just need any of your mail IDs so that which I can go ahead to create your account so that others can follow. Okay, so any of you can share your Gmail ID and make sure you are able to open your mail later. You'll get like in one active now, one mail from a service now as well. Okay, so just share any of your mail ID. Yeah, I got one. Thank you. Yes, Khalid, thank you. So yeah, the first step is like in here, see this is a service now developer.servicenow.com. This is a site where we are going to utilize or else where we are going to create an account. Okay, so just click on like in start building. So see here we have a sign up and start building. Okay, click here. Now you'll get the page. So here we are going to sign in. Okay, so this is about like an sign in. Okay, so in order to get like a new one, we go back. It's already I have opened it already because that's what it's coming like this. Let me go back. Okay, so instead of doing like in sign in over here, top right corner, so just click on like in sign in, sign up and start building. Okay, so you'll get a small form over there you just need to fill up your name, okay, your first name, last name, and your email ID and the password over there. Okay, then the account will be created. And after that, one mail ID will be like generated with us. You'll get a mail from like a service now, and there you are going to click on activate button. After that, as soon as doing that one, we are going to request a instance. That's it. It's like a really a simple way to get an instance. Okay, it's loading. Let that to happen. Okay, so I'll recall it. So we are going to cover today creating a service now and requesting an instance. And from tomorrow, we'll go with like an actual concept, whatever which we are having in the list. Okay, admin power developing and all this stuff and all. Okay, so before that we need a instance to practice, right, for every concept. So we are going ahead with like in service now introduction is done in the demo class, and the second thing is like an instance creation. So the instance creation is nothing but that's what which we are going to discuss. Okay, so ServiceNow account creation is nothing but we do have a URL with like in developer.servicenow.com. Okay, so use that URL which is in the chat box. Okay, and then after going ahead with this one, creating an account, and after giving an details over there, and after getting an instance, that's it. Okay, so not sure why it's taking time. Let this load. Or else let me try in the incognito mode. So this is a site actually, developer.servicenow.com. Go over here. Click on like in sign up and start building. I hope that comes now. The version, yeah, I'll tell you. We are gonna choose that one. Okay, so to get like an access tool, so we just need to give like an your ID, mail ID, which is there in the chat box. Let me take that. The version which we are going to select, which version we want. As the suggested one is like in the latest version which we have to go ahead. Okay, so this is about like in sign on is coming.
Down it was a get a ServiceNow ID. I think we have to open
This
that.
one, yeah, this is one, yeah. So here, this is what a thing which we just need to add on like in first name. Let's go with like an, Khalid one. And the last name which I'll go with like in 747, let's say example. And give your email ID over here and the country. And the password as of now, I'm giving like an hello at 123. Okay, and confirm the password with the same thing. And later you can change it, Khalid. And click on like an I'm not a robot and do all the things. Before it was not like this actually. Okay, they have modified with like in all this stuff. And click on sign up. So do you have the instance already?
Yeah, Priyanka. Actually, I have registered in Now Learning. I'm on long back.
Okay, let me use other one. It's a Spandana. Where is it? Is anyone of you can share your Gmail ID who doesn't have like an account? Yes, thank you. So we'll go with Spandana. And first name and last name, which I will use this. Okay, the mail ID and the password, which I'm going ahead with like in the same hello at 123. Okay, you can reset the password again, Spandana. Okay, just utilize this and verify. Sign up. So now you check on your email. You'll get a mail from ServiceNow, and there you just need to click on Activate Now button will be there. Just click on that one. See, a ServiceNow ID has created you with your ID. Okay, and now we are going to utilize it. So after verification, we can log in. So this verification, you just need to log on to your mail ID. Okay, there you will get one mail, and there just click on like in validation or verify. Okay, verify now. One button will be there in the mail.
I didn't get any email. Yeah, I just got my email.
Yes, go to that and click on that, and I'll click on sign in.
It's done, Priya.
Okay, fine then. So now let's go back. Instead of like and sign up. So I have given hello at 123, right? So click on sign in.
There is a many process of setup and all. No need of that doing that one.
1 second. So let me give a password again. So now see the authentication code will be generated to you. So check that and let me know.
Okay.
Email authentication, yeah.
Oh, 813-877.
Okay. Thank you. So now the code doesn't match. Can you people hear me?
Yes, Priyanka, you're audible.
Can you try this one? Oh, wait.
Yeah, tell me.
Can you resend it again?
Yeah. Check now.
426164.
Okay. So now we are done with this. We can skip these things. Someone is drawing over the screen. Don't do that, please. So now we are done creating a account. Okay, agree. So here we do have like a lot actually. So we have a community, we do have like in different things and all. Okay, so let me open and go ahead with like in all these things. Okay, so here see now community we have developer program, documentation and now learning. So now we'll go with like in developer program. So this is what we need. So for the Tokyo version and for this U10 version, so there is like a lot of changes actually. Okay, so here do we need to code? Yes, click on yes and click on next. And this is a developer. We are going to develop, design and everything and click on the confirmation as well. Okay, finish setup. And now we are done with creating a ServiceNow account. Now the thing is like in this is done. ServiceNow account is done. Now requesting instance. So see here we have a start building and here we have a request instance as well. And someone asked about like in versions too. See here we have a Rome, San Diego, Tokyo and U10 as well. Okay, so now we are supposed to go ahead or else we are recommended to go ahead with like in U10 only. Okay, you can click on start building or either request instance, click on that. We are going to do that. So see here we are processing your request. This might take a few seconds. Okay, so this setup will be like and done in within few seconds. Let me recall what we did right now. So before going ahead with like an all the concepts of our training, we just need one instance to practice all the stuff, right? So for that, what we need to do, we just need to create a ServiceNow account. It's nothing but developer.servicenow.com is a URL of that one. Okay, so just go through it and there you find out like and sign up and start building instead of like and sign in. Click on that button. Okay, after clicking on the button, so you just need to give your details over there with your Gmail ID. Okay, after that verification will be sent to your Gmail ID, Gmail account, and there you just need to click on the verify button, and after that that will be available and authentication code will be sent to you. And after finishing that, there is one finish setup will be there. You just have to click on the options and after that you'll get this. Okay, so after requesting this one, we are going to select the Tokyo or U10 or anything, the versions. But the recommended stuff is like and go with the latest one. Okay, so UTA is the latest one, just go with that. Okay, it will take like in some time to go ahead with this. See, start using ServiceNow with the powerful now. So this is what something we are going to work with like in all the for all the modules, not only this specific ITS. Okay, so before going with this, let me go with like a few more options, whatever which is available in this developer side. Okay, service developer side. One is like an learn. So whenever you just need to go with like an all the things with the service now, see, click on like and learn, and here we can go with the learn overview. We have a learning plans as well, courses also you can go ahead, tutorials also there, certifications also you can go. Let's say you are interested to finish like in CSA or something else, just go over here and navigate here, and you will navigate to like a now learning.servicenow.com, and here we are going to finish the fundamentals of system administrator. After finishing it, you'll get a voucher, and after getting a voucher you can register an exam, and then you can attend it and clear it. That's how you will get a certificate, okay, of any certifications. That's the process actually. Okay, so I just got a question in the chat box. Let me clear that meanwhile. So after requesting instance, the instance will be valid till 7 days. If we try to extend, it could be extended till 15 and 20 days, not more than 20 days. Is this anyway with to keep instance for long time? Yeah, instance is something which we just need to log in every day. So before it was like in every 10 days, if you're not gonna log in, okay, so it will be like an inactivated. Okay, to activate it, you need to restore it again. So I'll show you that as well. So after getting this one, see, instance with no activity for over 10 days will be climbed back into the pool. So to get this one, we just need to log in every time. In order to escape this, we just need to log in and need to practice every day. Okay, so let's say example today we have discussed one concept. Just log on to the site and then get no need to get an instance every day. The same instance will be there. Okay, just log into your instance and practice well and finish it. And the next day you can start with a different one. Okay, so it will take few seconds only sometimes and few minutes as well some of the time. Okay, so let's go with this. Yeah, now it's ready. So see, we are going to choose our release, choose our version. Okay, so Tokyo is there, Santiago is there, you can go with anything, but the recommended thing is like a latest one. So I'm going with the Utah. Okay, so now I have requested the instance. Now I will get the details as well of that specific instance. Okay, so see, setting up instances like and going ahead, and now it's loading. So what we are up to, we have created a ServiceNow account and then we are requesting an instance. So what are the process actually? We just need to log in with like in servicenow.com site, first thing, and second thing, click on like and sign up. Okay, and then give your details and verification mail will be sent. Verify mail will come and authentication with a code, and later the account is done and you just need to go with like an setup to be finished, and later request instance, which is there in the top right corner, or start building. If you click on start building also, it will be then here. You just need to select latest version. Okay, so that's how actually, and after it will take like a few seconds and minutes somehow sometimes. Okay, so let this load and let this come up, and after that when it is ready, we are going to click on like a start building and we'll get an instance details, user ID and password. Okay, so my instance stuff is like in ready, let that load. Okay, so meanwhile I'll go with like in my one will, and I'll showcase you how that looks like in the meantime. So click on sign in. Just go with like an give it the email ID and add the password. Okay. Now it's loading. So see here, so we do get like in all the options. So this is my ID actually. And I got a question in the chat. What to select in job responsibilities? Just select like a developer, designer, and IT admin or anything. Okay. So just go with like an add the first three options to be selected and click on the finish setup.
Well, thank you, Pinky.
Yeah. So now see here, this is like an online and now it's like an ready and release is U10. Okay. And check it up whether the user role is admin or not for you. Okay. If it is like an app engine studio, okay, the instance view will be different. For the admin, the instance view is like a different. Okay, so if it is like an app engine studio by default for you, here see the third option change user role. Okay, here we can change it. So if it is like an app engine studio over here, it will be different. So just go with the admin and scroll down and change user role. You can click on. Okay, and please remember instance with no activity for over 10 days this point. So if you are not logging for like in 10 days at least, your instance will be inactive. Okay, they will be like, and what will happen if in case that happens for you? Nothing will happen. Your instance will be like an erased, a new instance will come up if you restore it. And there is like in one more question. Unfortunately, you selected like in Tokyo or San Diego or some other stuff which is not the latest version. What to do? You can upgrade your instance as well with the same stuff. Okay, see here we have a upgrade instance. Let's say I'm not in a Utah, I was in a Tokyo. Okay, so this Tokyo, I just need to upgrade to the latest one. Click on like an upgrade instance and you can upgrade it. It will take some time, maybe like in sometimes it a few hours, sometimes it maybe like a 1 or 2 days also it will take, but you'll get the mail whenever it is done. Okay, so yeah, Rajshekhar, go
Yeah,
with
Priyanka, what is the difference between App Engine Studio and admin?
App Engine Studio is something, admin is something, the developer stuff, whatever which we do. Okay, App Engine Studio is something which we work with like in designing a lot of applications internally. Okay, so applications and all which we are not gonna work on. So we are going ahead with like an admin part, developing and integrations, right? So that and all will be available in admin part, admin role only. So the instance which I showed you over here. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay,
yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you the difference as well. Just hold on for like a few seconds.
sure, sure.
Okay, and meanwhile, the Spandana's instance is ready over here. See, your instance is ready, and the URL of this is like and this, and the username and password. Okay, so let me click on here or here, open instance. Okay, so this is the instance. Instance is ready. And check on, we can check for her as well. See, the user role is like an admin only. If in case it is like an app engine studio, you can change it as well. So let's say example, if I change the role to app engine studio, so general view will be like this. Click on like an agree if you get any pop-ups or notification alerts or anything. Okay, so this is the instance actually. So instance is ready. Okay, so now say we have all favorites and everything, which is like everything is ready. Can you please erase these two lines, any of you? Meantime. So now see, I have changed this to like in this role, right? So change user role. We'll check it out how the view look like for this App Engine Studio. If it is like an admin, so it will be like this as a developer. So we do have a lot of work which we do in this instance. Okay. So if it is like an App Engine Studio, if I refresh it, see the user role changed to like an App Engine Studio creator. Okay, so now click on like in start building and the view will be different. Let that come up. Okay, so meantime, you too can do that as well. So latest version, which we just need to get it. See here, we got like an Opinion Studio with a different view. So before it was like a different stuff was there, and here creator, users, all the stuff which is available. But whereas if I go with like an admin, it's different. We are going to use our instance with an admin role only. Even in projects as well as a developer, you for sure you just need to have a admin role for sure. Okay, so now it's admin. Let's go back. And you can compare with this and this as well, both.
Got it.
Okay, so that's the difference actually. Let me go with like, and this is the thing. And we do get like all the details as well. See, we just need to activate any plugins. We can go ahead. We just need to manage the email properties. We can go. We need to release the instance. We can release it. Okay, role which I showed you, right? User role, which is we can change it. And there will be like in demo data for each and every table. If I want to remove it, I can remove it as well. Okay, so manage instance password. Let's say you forgot your password. So here you will get a instance name, URL, username, and password. Okay, you can reset this password as well later if you want. Okay, so Spandana, you can use this username and password while you're logging your instance. Just click on this one. Automatically it will come up. So let's say if you're not able to, you no need to open this developer.servicenow.com every time. Okay, so you can utilize this as well. You can use this one and you will get a username and password should be there. Log out. Let me show you like and how that looks like. Okay, so here see that's what, right? So just give your username and password over here and you can log in it by using these details. So this can be reset later. Okay, so that's how which we are going to go ahead with like in creating a ServiceNow account and requesting an instance. Okay, so I'll repeat again. ServiceNow account is nothing but something which we are going to log on to this site, developer.servicenow.com, sign up and give your details. Mail will come, an authentication code. Okay, and set up the thing and request an instance with the latest version. You will get a username and password. And finally, click on like and start building. Then ready. All ready to go ahead actually. Okay, so that's how it will be how we are going to create an instance. Okay, and how we are going to go ahead. So instance definition, which Madhu is asking. So instance definition is nothing but this is kind of like a platform which we work on. So just like in any of a let's say example, if I want to work with like in Java, or else if I want to work with like an SQL, so there is like a specific kind of applications, NetBeans or Eclipse or something else, right? In the same way, here we call it as a instance. So instance is nothing but something which we are going to work with. Developer instance, test instance we call, prod we call, pre-prod we call. Okay, so just a name of a service now, what we are using, where we are using is nothing but instance. So see whatever which you are seeing over here, see here, this is an instance. Just a name of a platform, whatever which we are utilizing, all the requirements or else utilizing the ServiceNow platform by using instance. So instance is nothing but this is what we call it as an instance. So I hope you got it, Madhu. If not, let me know. Okay. And one more question is ServiceNow is like Salesforce, like admin development. Yes, it is like a Salesforce, but not exactly same. Okay, we do have like an admin developing, and because that is a cloud and this is cloud and this is tool and that is also tool. Okay, but there is a not exactly everything is like the same, but there is a difference a lot from that to this. but I'm not deep diving into like in Salesforce in my work and everything because I'm not sure about like in full details over there. But anyhow, both are like in cloud and both are tools. And there we have modules and here we have modules. There we have admin, there admin developing we have here also that, but both are not same. Okay. And one more question, can we learn without coding knowledge as well? Yes, we can. As you're not there in the demo class, Spandana, yesterday I told you, told to like in everyone, we do have a scripting service now. Okay, so basics of JavaScript is required, and then ServiceNow scripting, which I'll take care. So this is not a zero coding, which we can say this is a low code or no code platform. Sometimes low code which we use, sometimes no need of coding as well to fulfill the requirement of clients. Okay, so it depends on requirement, which I can say. If this requirement is demanding to write a script, then we will go ahead. If not, configurations and customizations is fine. But most probably 60 to 70% configurations and customizations only will go ahead with the requirement. Okay, so that's how it will be, depend on purely on projects and requirements only, whether you are going to use a script or not. Okay, so this is what about like, and how we are going to create a ServiceNow account and then instance. Okay, yeah.
I have a doubt. Release it took for me for Tokyo, or it is not taking Uta.
Okay, you can
Oh.
upgrade it. See, I told you right here, upgrade instance.
Okay.
Click on upgrade instance and select the latest one and click on upgrade instance here. Okay, whenever it is ready, you'll get a mail. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. A bit.
Actually, when we are trying to click on that
Uta,
Utah, right? It is
we-
not allowing us to click.
yeah, exactly. The release is related to Tokyo. It is coming, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's
Yeah.
like for me, it's like a normal, right?
For us, it didn't came. For us, we came. A pop-up came. The release is related to the Tokyo. It is coming.
Okay, can you please share your
But for
screen?
me, Priyanka, actually, it shows that your current version is Utah patch 1. So I think I'm already in Utah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can check it out even here as well. See, release is like an Utah.
Yeah, actually, yes, it is in Utah.
So
Yeah.
by default, it's taking.
Even one more thing, which go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I was telling Priyanka. By default, it's taking us to Tokyo release.
Mm-hmm.
If-
But I actually
Okay.
created it 1 month ago with Tokyo.
Maybe
I'm
that's the
not sure
reason.
it.
Okay, before going ahead with like and do select the Utah over here.
I
instead of,
did.
like,
I did that
you
one.
did? Okay.
I did that one, but it is taking to Tokyo only.
Later you upgrade it.
Yeah. I've upgraded. How many days it will take for me to come that one to Utah?
It depends actually. It's like in sometimes it's a few hours, sometimes it's like in 1 or 2 days, not more than that.
Okay.
Most probably within 24 hours it will be available. Okay, it
Okay.
depends on like in the request which ServiceNow will get. But most probably as soon as possible they will try to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and one more thing is like to find out whether which version you are having. So one thing is like in here we can check it up. Okay, and in instance here we have click on like an all and type it out STATS. Okay, open this and here you can check it out. The build name is Tokyo for this. Why? This is what I have used it, right? 1 second. Maybe this is not mine. Let me go with like in one more question which I have. When we are working in a company, then we should give personal mails or company mails to log in into ServiceNow. They are going to create a one company mail for you only. Okay, they will give you user ID and password. So you no need to go with like in ServiceNow.com and all. So this is just for like an free PDI which is available for everyone who create it. But whereas in projects, that is like in paid instance actually. They will pay for like in subscriptions for 1 year or 2 years or something else, and they will get an instance from that ServiceNow only. Okay, so that they will give you user ID and password for you. You are going to utilize that and going ahead with that. Okay, so no need to go with like an all this thing. This is just a PDI, personal developer instance, which we can practice and which we can do a lot of stuff over here for better learning and better exposure. Okay, so for all the developers of ServiceNow, not only the beginners, not only the trainers, okay, training guys like you, everyone will have this PDI, even the developers as well. Let's say today I got a requirement from client. Okay, so that requirement which I just need to try that whether that will work or not, and that should not impact other requirements as well. I need to check it up whether that will work or not. So as a testing point of view or else experiment point of view, I can do the same thing in my PDI, whether that is like in working or not. If that works, I can do the same thing in my project instance. Okay, or else I can copy this, or else I can export and import it, anything which I can do over here and there. Okay, so everyone will have this PDI. In your project, they are going to give, let's say I told you right yesterday, so your project client name will be come up over here. Let's say ABC your client.servicenow.com. That will be the URL of your thing. Client, if it is like an dev will be add on to like an suffix. Okay, and then let's say example dev with ABC dev, or else if it is like an UAT, ABC UAT, or else maybe test also it will be there. If someone asks you in interviews as well, what's your URL of your instance, don't go with like an dev with the integer. Okay, so this is a PDI. If you tell them this one, definitely you will get caught. Just use your client name with dev.servicenow.com. If they ask you test instance one with your client name, uat.servicenow.com. If it is like in prod, no need to add any suffix over there, just your client.servicenow.com. That's how it will be the URLs and the user ID and password which they will provide you on your company mail ID. Okay, we are going to log in and we are going to work on that. As a developer, for sure, you need to have a admin role. Okay, roles, users, and everything which we will discuss tomorrow, how to create a roles and all these things and all. Okay, before going into that, I just need to go ahead with like in the options available in this one. Okay, see, this is a banner frame which we call it actually the ServiceNow all favorites, history, workspace, admin, and everything we have, right? Okay, so this is a banner frame we call. Okay, and this is a application navigator or else left navigation menu or the filter. Mostly application navigator we call it. Okay, and this is the content frame. So whatever the thing which is there in this color, right? Okay, App Engine Studio frame. So this we call it as a content frame, and this we call it as a banner frame, and this is a application navigator all. Okay, and this is a home page as well, home page of instance. Okay, let me go with like in one by one all. So here we have a all the applications on modules over here. Okay, so the modules, whatever which I discussed yesterday, ITAM, ITOM, GRC, all these things, that modules is different, and this modules and applications is different. See, let's say example, admin center, this is an application and these are the modules, these two under this one. So there is a concept called applications and modules as well. There I'll tell you how to create a modules and how we are going to add up modules as well in this under applications. Okay, so this is about like in let's say example, I just need to search something. Let's say I need to create an user. So type here users and you will get the search list over here. Under system security we have users, right? This is what we can go ahead, and you might get like in doubt as well whether why can't I go with this organization under user. Even that also you can go ahead. Okay, under system administrator also I have users. Even that also I can go. It depends on like in your purpose what we are going to search. Okay, so this is a search bar or application navigator to search where we are working and what we are working. Okay, and we can ping this as well. Okay, ping all menu. Next thing is like in favorites. Favorites is nothing but let's say I was working with like an incident management. My project is on like an incident management, or else I need to work only in a workflows. Let's say example in my task, I just need to work on only in workflows, or else maybe catalog item. Okay, so I can make those as a favorite. See here, let's say catalog service. Here I have a star. Add service catalog to favorites. As of now in favorites, there is only one on call. If I click on like in the star, then that will be add to my favorites. Then what will happen? No need to type over here like in surveys and all. Directly I can navigate to favorites and I can open this one. That's what about like in favorites. And then the third thing is like in history. History is nothing but just like a recent tabs we do have in mobile, right? In the same way, here we have a history. So what I have opened earlier, what I have working on like in a previous task and previous logging time, all the things and all will be listed over here. The history will be available here. Okay, and the workspaces, if I want to work with like in different workspaces, asset workspace, CMDB and portfolio, okay, then I'll go ahead with like in these workspaces. This workspace is nothing but we do have like I'm working with like an admin workspace. Okay, so there is like in vendor management workspace as well. Okay, so there the workspace will be like a different, and this is what we are not going to look much over here as like an ITSM of admin and developing and all these things and all. So we do have like a workspace available in a banner frame. Just remember that point. And here we have an admin. So this we got in this recent version. Before it was not there. So here we do have an admin home and then IT adapter journeys. Just if you click on here, so we'll get like in home of this admin. Okay, so this is what something which we are not gonna use much here. Okay, and this one. So whatever I have opened, let's say example, if I open service catalog. Okay, so it will show just like in heading what you have opened over there. Let that come up. See, it's showing as like in catalog I have opened. Let's say if I click on like in hardware. See, this is a developer laptop Mac. So the heading will come up just like in the heading of the what you have opened. Okay, this is about like in this one. And then here we have a global search. So if I want to search something, let's say I just created one thing. Let's say example, I have ordered this one and request will be generated. Okay, so this is a request number. Let's say example. So this will be there already in a request table actually. I don't have much time to open the request table and going to the list of records and everything. So simply which I can add this request ID and click on enter, you'll get that one. See, you can open that one immediately. Okay, and this is what about like in global search. Okay, the next thing is like in here, see application scope. So this is the global one. So here we are going to select the applications and here updates it. So in which application you are there, whether it is a global or other applications over here. Okay, we are going to check up or else which we can track whether which application we are using right now, whether it is like in something else and we need to change it. We can change it by simply clicking on that. Okay, I'm going to elaborate what is applications and what is like in scope of a global and other applications in the next classes. Okay, so no need to worry about it. And the next thing is like an update set. So this update set also is like in one of the concept which we have. Okay, we will discuss this as well in a further classes. Okay, and if you need help, just click on like in help and here you can get like in documentations and any articles which you need to go ahead, all the things which you can go and check it out. Okay, and here notifications will be available. And the next thing is like in profile. So the profile here you'll get like in your profile. Okay, so as a default, whenever we get that will be like a system administrator. You can rename it as well, clicking on like in profile, and you can change the first name and last name. Okay, and you can reset the password as well. You can change all the details according to your preference as well. Okay, so go back and you can go ahead with list. This is a profile of your profile. Okay, and click on like in preferences. The preferences is nothing but if you want to go ahead with like an accessibility, debugging, notifications and display, you can go ahead with this. Okay, and this is the new one which we got this in a recent version from San Diego. And impersonate user. So this is for something which we use while developing. Okay, impersonate user is nothing but let's say I'm a user, ServiceNow user, system administrator is my ID, let's say example. Okay, so a client asked me to change something in a portal. Okay, I need to work on that specific one based on a role or something else. That should be displayed, or that should be available only for that specific role based or else that specific user. Okay, so now what will happen? I just after implementing, after doing all the development and all, I just need to check that specific person have that feature or not after implementing. For just for like in testing purpose, I need to enter, or else I just need to log in into like in the other user, and need to go with the testing. Okay, so no need to get that specific person, user ID, password, and all these things and all. Just we can click on user, impersonate user. Let's say example, he's a person, Abraham Lincoln. Just click on like an Abraham Lincoln, and then click on impersonate user. Now we will enter into that user instance, will not be available in our system administrator. See, now the user is like an Abraham Lincoln. Now we can navigate and we can check what's the feature is available, whether that's person having that or not. And if I want, after testing, I can go back and impersonate, or else I can go with some other user as well. So now click on end impersonate. We will come back to our ID. Okay, now I'm in a system administrator. So simply impersonate user is nothing but if you want test something else. If we want to check it up for the other user, whether that is available or not, whether that specific feature is there or not, according to the requirement, then we will enter into that specific instance of that specific user without using user ID and password. Okay, then we can check and we can come back to our profile. Okay, and the next thing is like an elevate role. Elevate role is something which we use for like an only ACL access control list. We need the security underscore admin to go with that ACL. Okay, so we will discuss this whenever we are discussing about like an ACL concept. Okay, elevate role is nothing but that is a privileger role to do that specific task or something. Okay, we'll discuss that as well when we go to ACL concept. Okay, and printer friendly version, this is what we got very recently. Okay, we will go with like in the version, the thing is like it will be without all the things which are available over here. Okay, so this we are not gonna use it anyhow. And then the logout, and I just got like a question as well, clearly explaining about like an impersonate person. Impersonate user is nothing but I want to check the other person's availability or else other person's features or something else. Then for testing purpose, I'll use it. Let's say client asked me, let me give like an, full clarity on this by in a practical way. There is a Spandana's account as well, right? And my one as well. Let's say it's like a ServiceNow administrator, right? And then whereas Spandana has like also the same thing. Let's say example. Yeah. So as a client, let's say example, he is a client, system administrator is a client. Okay. So here I have a request something or a knowledge base or get help or something. So here I just need to add this request something not in this place. I need this in the top of a bar. Okay. So this is a requirement of a client. Let's say example. Okay. So this should be there only for him or else his level of employees, not for the other users, or else not for the other employees. Maybe like in end users or lower level designation people, that should not be available, only for a managers. Let's say example, only for the managers, this request something should be available in the top of a bit top banner. Let's say in the place of like a knowledge, I need to add request something. Let's say example, that should be available only for this specific person. Okay, so that feature which I have implemented and that is like an developed. Okay, so that will work only for this person, right? As per the requirement, that should not work for me. Okay, so if I log in with with the same ID, with my ID as a developer as I did it, okay, so that will not work for sure, because the condition is like that should available only for this person. So what I need to do, I should ask this person whether that's available for you or not. So asking this kind of thing when we are developing is not a good practice, right? So as a tester, as a testing point of view, we need to test it, right? So what we can do, we can impersonate to that specific client, okay, and we can log into the portal of service portal of that specific manager role person, and we can check whether our implementation or our development is working fine or not. This request something came up over here or not, we can test it. And after finishing, if there is some many something is not good or some bugs was there, so we can rectify back and we can check it again by impersonating. So impersonating is something entering into the other user's profile and checking just for a testing purpose, we use it, that's it. Okay, so if I want to use for an end users as well, so how the view, not only views actually, whatever the task might be, how it was there, how it is working, so these things and all I need to check. Then I will go with the impersonate user of that specific person without taking their user ID and password. Okay, I can check from my instance only. So that's about an impersonate user. Okay, so hope you got it. Yeah, so that's about an impersonate user, guys. Okay, so just remember this is a banner frame, application navigator, and the whole thing is like an home page, and this is a content frame. So whatever which we open, that will be available here. So if I want to open in a home page, then I can do over here, or else if I want to open in a new page, okay, click on control and open this, click on this one. Okay, so that will be open over, see here, that's there in the new tab. Or else you can do one more thing, right click here, open in a new tab also you can open if you want this in a new tab. Okay, so that's how which we can do, and there is a lot of tips which I'm gonna give you, shortcuts and all to log in and to go with all the things and all. Okay, let me recall whatever which I have cleared right now. We just created an ServiceNow account by logging with in this one, and then we have given the details by signing up, and verified email is and done, and we'll get a code, authentication code we'll give up, and the setup should be done. And after that we are going to request an instance with the latest version. Okay, make sure you are in a Utah. Okay, and give your username and password will be available, and we are going to click on start building, and then the instance is ready, and we have and we have gone to in the options as well available in our instance. Okay, so this is the banner frame, and we have discussed about an application navigator and the options available over here, and the content frame too. Okay, and make sure you are in a done release, and the user role is an admin. Okay, and your instance is active. If any issues is happening while creating your instance or account of ServiceNow, please let me know. Okay, I'm going to assist you as well on this, and let me know your questions. And one more thing, if you have any queries or something else, please we will have a Q&A session in the end of a session. Okay, after finishing all the concepts, end of our class, I'm going to take a lot of time regarding your question and answers. Your questions, I'm going to answer everything. So please make sure your questions should be raised up in the end of a session, because that should not be interrupted to the other people, and the time also it delays actually. So as of now, today it's that's fine. This is very simple thing. Okay, from tomorrow we are going to enter into an actual concepts of ServiceNow. So make sure whatever the queries you have, just keep it in a notepad, and you can ask me at the end of a session. Okay, because you might be having a lot of calls, and they might be working in an office and they have allotted some time over here. So let us finish the concept first and let them leave if they are not having doubts. Those who having doubts can stay back and they can clear all the doubts and they can leave. Okay, so don't mind of that and please note this one. Yeah, now it's a Q&A session. So just go with your queries now, guys. And one more thing, while coming tomorrow, just be ready with your instance. Okay, so you just need to start practicing from tomorrow only. Okay, yeah, go with your questions.
Priyanka, are we providing any documentation or a PDF for this course,
Yes, yes.
which will cover all the modules?
All the concepts, yeah. Any other questions, guys? And
Yeah,
can
Priyanka,
you
I
please-
have a question.
Yes, Siraj.
Yeah, actually, I have created the PDA using
Okay.
this Tokyo version,
Uh-huh.
and I have practiced some more concepts in that Tokyo version only.
Okay.
Right now, if I upgrade to OTA, is there any chances to lose that practice data?
Yes, sometimes it will happen. So what you can do, whatever which you have done, whatever which you worked and practiced, you can collect all those in an update set and download that into your local machine and later you can upload it. If that is
Yeah.
really important, you can do that.
Yeah, okay, Priyanka.
Okay. Yeah. If you do not log in for more than 10 days, then how can we recover? And yeah, it's easy only. We'll get like a restore option over here actually. Okay, here only we are going to get a restore option. We'll click on restore option, we'll get it. But the instance, whatever was there before your work, your practice and all will be erased and new instance you'll get it. Okay, the previous instance URL also will change. Let's say example, now I have 35635888, right? So if you restore and if you do that, so new instance, fresh one will come up. Let's say I have a lot of work which I have worked over here, I practiced a lot, and that if you want that for a long time, just maintain that and keep it. Okay. So let me know if you're not clear. And next thing is like in how many certifications are required for ServiceNow admin profile and what are the costs for each. Certifications actually it's better to have minimum 1 and maximum 2. I refer CSA only CSA as like as a beginner of 3 to 4 years of experience, which I can say. And the cost of that is like it's $300 for CSA. So if your organization is like linked up with the ServiceNow, okay, then that is a free of cost for you and they are going to provide you reimbursement as well. If not, you have to pay from your pocket. So I don't refer that one. Every year there is like in one quarter, maybe like in from July to October or November, ServiceNow will release free vouchers after finishing a course in Now Learning. So I prefer that to do and finish and get a free voucher. Okay, if your company having like in the partnership with ServiceNow, then anytime you can go and you can do it. Only one certification is enough as a beginner. Then later after joining into like an your organization, then you can build up with like in all the certifications if you are interested. Okay. Yeah, any further questions, guys? And one more question I got in chat. How many guys will help from career transition from one non-technical to? I didn't get that. How many guys in the sense? Could you please rephrase or ask me again? How many guys in the sense? How was like that?
I think he's asking
It's
how you guys
how you
will help.
guys.
I mean, how you will help. Okay. How you guys will help you to career transition. That's what, right? We are going to train you with like an admin and developing integrations. The technical knowledge only will help you to move from like a non-technical to ServiceNow domain. Okay, so the knowledge only will make you to move from one place one, stream to other stream. If you are good with the technical knowledge, then it's really good, right? You can attend the interviews and you can go and you can crack the interviews. Okay, so the knowledge which I'm gonna share it, the technical knowledge is like it's my responsibility. So I'm gonna share like all the knowledge, and that knowledge will help a lot to move from IT, non-IT to IT. Okay. And can you please tell me the certification name for a beginner? Yeah, it's a CSA, System Administrator, Certified System Administrator. Okay, so there is a one video which I have shared complete knowledge regarding like in CSA, how to log in and how to, finish the course and all. I will share you that video after few days. Whenever I get free time, I need to download it and need to upload. I need to check it with which batch I have given all the details. So I'll check and I'll upload it. CSA is the thing, Certified System Administrator. That's a beginning certification for ServiceNow people. But can you show our old experience? What was that? Can we show our old experience?
He's saying that
Yeah,
for
got
example,
it,
if you
got
go
it.
to another domain, yeah.
Got it, yeah. So old experience which you can showcase as well. Let's say if you have like in 4 to 5 years experience. Okay, so 2 years you can go with like a year old experience, and 2 to 3 you can go with a ServiceNow. It's up to you. I prefer 2 to 3 years into ServiceNow, because as a beginner, if it is like in 2 to 3 which you can manage your work, if it is like in more than that, you're going with like in total 4 to 5 years, then you might be a lead over there, or maybe like a senior developer, so you need to handle the team. Sometimes you need to handle your freshers. So why all this headache and all? Just go with 2 to 3 years. The CTC will won't change anyhow. Okay, then you can, what is it, happily work over there. Can you share yesterday's recording? Today is my first day. Yes, Virati. Who referred you? I just need that one. According to that, which I can go ahead with the demo recording. Okay, demo recording is available. I can share you that as well for sure. Okay. So, because if your contact is not with me, your referee should give your contact, or else we just need to discuss this one. I think this Virati is not there in my list. So I was asking about like and who referred you. And Prakash, okay, check with him. Okay, he will help you out. Have recently joined in ServiceNow and I want to switch is admin level, how much time it will take? Yeah, actually the training duration is like in 45 days of training actually. Okay, so just go with like in training and you can get lot of knowledge. If it is like an only admin level, admin concepts will take maybe like in 20 to 25 days. Okay, so later you can practice a lot and you can try up. Okay, so what's the minimum CTC for 3 years? So 3 years we can get like an 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs on an average. But anyhow, CTC depends on many factors. Your current CTC, and then your budget level of that specific role, and then your performance in interview, and then how much you are asking, and your panel and all. It's like it depends on like in multiple factors. But on an average, I can give 8 to 12 lakhs. Okay, then yeah, all done with the chat questions, I guess. So any further questions, guys? Tomorrow while coming, while joining the class, just be prepared with like creating an account and instance as well, and we'll start an actual concepts.
I have a
Yes.
doubt.
Yeah.
Actually, we have went with the Tokyo, right? So does may affect for the class tomorrow? Like, I want to know that one. So you said
Nothing,
like it will take 1 or 2 days, right?
nothing much, nothing much.
Okay. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you. All good, guys. Those who joined today, please check it out with your referrals. If it is like in mine, just ping me. If it is like in Prakash, just ping him. Okay, so that which you can get a demo recording video and you can be in the same line with us. Okay, and one more question. Was that, yeah, in this training, you will teach us only the basics of integration and service portal, else can we expect any advanced level of training on those both concepts? Integration, I'll go with like in REST, SOAP, web services, how the Postman tool will work. Okay, so how the integration will work and everything which I'm gonna tell you. Okay, other than that, it's not much required, I guess. 90% of integrations will go with like an REST and SOAP only. 95, which I can say. So this knowledge will help you people a lot. That's pretty sure, which I can say. And the service portal, I'm going to give like in how the service portal looks and what and all the configurations which we just need to do. Okay, so just like in basic level introduction kind of thing, which I'll go in a 1 hour of class of like in service portal. Okay, so that will help you a lot to go ahead because service portal is a huge thing which will take almost a month of month, I guess, to finish like a whole service portal stuff and all. It's a completely different subject. So what I'll do, I will brief about like and how the service portal will be and how we are going to work on how the internal widgets will work and everything which I'll take in a one class, and that will help you to go with the advanced level as well. Because if I go with like in deep diving of each and everything, then 45 days of training will not be sufficient. Okay, so that's how it will be. And opening for freshers is like in yes, it is less only when compared to experienced. Not only for service now, for like in all the tools, the openings will be less for sub freshers. If you go with a Salesforce or Azure or like AWS or any other tools as well, or fresh for freshers, it's less. But whereas whenever the openings will come up, you can grab the opportunity and you can clear that for sure if you are good with this training. Okay. Any further questions, guys? All good? Okay, shall we wind up the class for today?
Yeah, yes, Priyanka.
Okay, then. So see you tomorrow, guys, at the same time, 7 to 8. Okay, so until then, take care. Bye bye. And I'll upload the video as well. Okay, but I'm not gonna share you today. So after 2 days, after getting a confirmation from everyone, then I'm gonna share you my drive access to everyone. Then let's get started with that as well later. Okay.
Yeah, someone asking which company you are working with, Priyanka.
Sorry,
Someone
someone.
is asking which company you are working.
That I should not disclose actually here. Okay.
Yeah, they are asking in chat. Sorry,
It's not there in the chat.
you can check someone shared.
If you, yeah, it's there. If you don't mind, could you please tell us which company you're working? Okay, as you asked, it's recording one actually. Fine. I work for Deloitte. Okay, it's I work for Deloitte, but don't ask about like in my whole details regarding the my projects and everything. That's I should not disclose over here. That's not a preferred one. Okay, so hope you understand. Thank you. No problem at all. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys, thank you for joining. So we'll meet you tomorrow. Bye bye.